Bonjour, everybody. You're watching Laketoria Nights, a show where we talk about movies, TV shows, video games, and everything in between. I'm Kevin, the host with the most, joined by CJ, the host that likes to boast, and Andy, the host that eats toast. I'm sorry, Andy, I ran out of breath.
You just
Say hello,
really
everybody.
made me as white as possible. Didn't you?
I'm not gonna lie, when you said bonjour, I thought you weren't opening the show yet.
Neither did I. Neither did I. I thought Kevin was just having like a seizure, and he started speaking Creole afterwards.
Yeah, I can do that. So today we're going to be talking about the new trailer, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. But before we get into that, shameless plug. If you quiet. If you like crazy out of the box shows, you'll love Laketoria Nights. If you hate crazy out of the box shows, you'll still love Laketoria Nights. And if you've never seen any out of the box crazy shows, congratulations, you found one. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Please do at least one of them. Please.
Wait, Kevin, you
What?
can't plug our show on our show.
Yeah, we can. I
No,
just want to.
That's
Oh,
not
yeah.
how
Now
Yeah,
on
you
Facebook.
can.
plug works.
That's exactly how that works. Watch our
Oh.
show, even if you're watching it. Tell your friends. All I'm telling you is if you like it, just let other people know that you like it.
That's right, guys. We're the Schrodinger's cat of podcast shows. We're either great or terrible, but you won't know until you listen to an episode.
Okay. Today, like I said, we're talking about Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Before I get too far into it, I'll just give you a quick synopsis of what the game's about. The story takes place after the events of Rise of the Tomb Raider. Lara Croft is an archaeologist on an expedition to Latin America looking for the Mayan relic which has a connection to her late father. The same relic is also sought after by Trinity, a paramilitary organization that she's battled before. Trinity wants to deploy this relic to remake the world, whatever that means. And during the expedition, Laura has to make a decision that sets off the Mayan apocalypse. So now she has to save the world. So what I'm really going to say is, hey, do you remember when she used to just raid tombs and not just Rambo style everyone that was in her way?
Life was a simpler time.
I was gonna say, are you talking about dying to tigers like 5 million times?
Or the time she was chased by a T-Rex.
Yes, I do remember that time when she was chased by a T-Rex and had to gun that thing down. The newer ones that I've played kind of feels like, what is it? Like Tenchu, but with guns?
No. They're a lot more like Uncharted.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's
Like-
right.
I feel like that was their answer to action-adventure game where you were supposed to be like an Indiana Jones type character. And then Uncharted came out. After that, Tomb Raider just kind of was like, oh shit, we need to reinvent ourselves.
Yeah, well, I just remember in the original Tomb Raider games, there used to be a lot of puzzles, and in
Well,
this
yeah,
one,
there were
there's still puzzles, but in this one, it's like, oh, I'm gonna hide out and wait for this guy to come down and kill things. And when I was looking at all the gameplay of the other Tomb Raider games, when people have like this, I'm gonna go through and stealth kill everyone. They are legit. They shoot one guy with a with a
like
shotgun.
fucking,
They stab other guys in the
Splinter
face.
Cell or whatever.
Yeah.
I have a
And-
question.
What?
There used to be a time when you went raiding for something or looking for something, it was just a relic, something, a nice keepsake, something that had wealth and would make you rich if you sold it. But now there's like these artifacts that can wipe out humanity and whatnot. And first of all, I want to know how these artifacts get made to where you can wipe out humanity. Secondly, if these relics can, like, alter the universe and the world and everything like that, how come the civilization that has said relics has died out?
Because
I don't know.
They
Who
realized
knows?
that it held and died protecting it.
Well, it said it set off
Listen,
the
man,
Mayan apocalypse.
We can't all just give all of our shit to Thanos, okay?
True.
Okay, so I guess how do you feel about that? I mean, how do you feel about the new set of Tomb Raider games versus the old?
Do you want to take this one first, CJ?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
I have mixed emotions about it.
Okay.
I feel like when having a series spanning as long as Tomb Raider has, 'cause the first one came out in like, 94, 95?
Yeah, I think 94.
93 or 94, yeah.
So,
Man, I feel old.
being able to have a series that can remain relevant on 3 different generations of consoles, 4 generations of consoles, when you really think about it, it's like, well, I give you a lot of credit for being able to reinvent yourself so many times, updating with different graphics engines and being able to tell compelling stories. But I think at some point when they tried to go back to the drawing board, they tried to be too much like Uncharted and not enough like Tomb Raider. So it kind of lost me. They're still good games and I'll still play them, but it doesn't really feel Tomb Raider-esque anymore.
Okay. To tell you the truth, I fell off the Tomb Raider bandwagon when the third one came out. I played the first one religiously. I loved the second one. I went away from it. And then when the 360 had their new version, or I guess an updated of the Tomb Raiders, it just didn't catch my attention enough for me to do that. But it kind of sounds like you're right, though, because this one does feel like Uncharted, and I'm addicted because I've played the first and second of the new ones. Yeah, I guess I can see where you're coming from, but at the same time, some of those Tomb Raider puzzles were very annoying. Yeah, I guess you could say in that sense that they did lose something, but I feel like it didn't really hurt them as much.
Yeah, I don't think it hurt the series. It's for me personally. I want to get back to finding artifacts that have some sort of historical significance, like in real life.
Well, you kind of do that in the new ones.
Yeah.
But
nothing
is going to destroy the world or set off the apocalypse.
The overall thing is, you do that.
I want to find a necklace. I want to find like Abraham Lincoln's gold tooth or something.
Yeah, you can do that. You do that in the other one. You pick it up and go, "What's this?" Oh, it looks like a tooth. And then you like spin it around, and when you look over, it goes, "Oh, it was Abraham Lincoln's tooth." Well, I'll pocket that, and I'll continue on doing stuff.
They actually do cover that pretty nicely, and they give you like a little like pseudo historical tidbits on the artifacts that you're finding. It's pretty nice. I have to mostly agree with Kevin here. I think the problem that the Tomb Raider series was running into was that the games were a little too samey, and that's why mainly the first one was really good, and then you play the second one because the first one was really good, and the second one was really good, but it was a lot like the first one.
Wasn't there aliens in the third one?
There probably
no, there was I think there was, I don't know if it was a demon or an alien. I remember at the end, the last level of the first one, there's like this weird mirror puzzle where you have to go up against this crazy alien, and the alien mirrors you, and you have to get the alien to jump into the lava pit so it can open up the door so you can go. It was the creepiest thing ever.
I just remember her being in Area 51 at one point.
Yeah, that probably did happen.
Keep going, Andy. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's all good. I think all in all, the changes that they've made have been for the better. Yeah, they lost a little of the old Tomb Raider style, I suppose, but frankly, I really like the stealth combat gameplay. I kind of like the idea that it, I guess, humanizes Lara a little bit more. She's not like a bullet sponge, I don't care about being wounded type deal. Like when I was playing the most recent game on, I think it's hardcore mode or survivor mode or whatever the highest difficulty is, if you get shot twice, you're dead. And so stealth is the ultimate approach to beating that gameplay. And it was a very challenging run, and I really enjoyed that. And I don't think I would have had that same experience in the old style of Tomb Raider.
In that sense of having to, I guess, beef up the difficulty. But when you said it, you die in 2 hits, did you actually, is that when you have all your pump ups, or is that just you jumping into it? Because I remember there's a lot of things that they changed there that kind of created a reality. When you go to the fires, you actually have to break off twigs and actually set the fires instead of the fires being ready for you there.
Yeah, there's that. The resources are a lot more scarce. But yeah, the main thing is if you don't go down the combat tree for the stuff that is hey, you can take more damage kind of perks, you die in 2 hits. So it was just one of those things where you were you did basically ran the whole game with either a silenced pistol or the bow, because they were the best weapons for stealth takedowns, or the knife if you could get close enough.
Right. Okay. I guess that's about it then for the game. I'm still excited about the new game to come out, and I'm most likely going to play that game religiously.
Also, I do have to say, I do like the rebooted Lara more than old Lara.
I think they both bring different things to the table now.
It was kind of cool having the old Lara be a super cold-blooded professional type character, but what I like about the new Lara Croft is that she's kind of screw up goofball type character a little bit.
wouldn't say
Where, like,
goofball.
you know what
I
I
would
mean,
say
like-
more or less she's more of a risk taker, and for some reason, I don't know if in the original ones they talked a lot about her father, but in the newer ones, it's kind of like this connection between her and her father actually means something. So it's worth climbing up a mountain and almost dying and
Yeah.
risking my friends' lives
I
to do
guess-
it.
Yeah, I guess what it comes down to for me is like instead of her being like the consummate professional, where it's just like, yeah, she's gonna go in and get the job done, and that's that. Like, when you're playing through Rise of the Tomb Raider, and there's a bunch of cutscenes where you're like, I know something stupid's about to happen right now. You're like, I know Laura's gonna mess up.
One thing I do miss is the mansion tutorial. They were always fun.
That's fair.
They should just bring it back. And
They're not
I
going
remember doing my best to have the butler follow me into the freezer and then try to run out of the freezer and lock him in there in Tomb Raider 2. You remember that?
I do remember
And he
that.
would
I
get,
remember
like,
watching you
he'd
doing
get
that.
stuck in
Yes.
the door, and I'm like, haha. And then you like do the maze, and then learn how to dive in the pool. And they don't. Do they swan dive in the new Tomb Raider?
Yeah,
I've
you
never
can.
actually tried
I can't, but you can.
Yeah, I've never actually
I've
tried it
tried.
in the newer Tomb Raiders.
No, you can swan dive. I just don't know how. I've tried so many times, and she just jumps in the water. I'm like, whatever, I don't care.
See, I am glad that the newer Tomb Raider does make sense to a point, because like one thing I didn't like about the old Tomb Raider is like the out of place T-Rex that had nothing to do with it. It was just there.
I think it was there just to
That's so
freak you
good.
the hell out because you go through the whole thing going, sweet, I'm almost done. And like out of the darkness, there's a T-Rex, and you're like, oh my god,
Oh,
I just want to
why?
know how this T-Rex is there. Like T-Rexes, like dinosaurs have been extinct forever, but there's just one T-Rex.
You don't know. It could be like a Land of the Lost type of thing where it's like, I forgot if she went deeper into the earth, and then there's like, oh, there's a T-Rex here. I just remember
I
being
feel like
freaked
there'd be
out.
more dinosaurs.
Yeah, well, maybe there were. I should probably replay the first
How
one.
would that T-Rex even stay alive?
Who knows, CJ? I don't know. I don't know
Think
how
about
it stayed alive.
it ate all the Tomb Raiders that came before you.
Seems like a pretty scarce diet.
Nah, I'm sure there's a bunch of idiots that are like, oh, I heard about this stupid relic. It's gonna like destroy the world or whatever. I want that.
Listen, when I lose my remote, it's lost until forever. And if I knew there was a T-Rex under the couch, he could have that remote. Fine.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yes. So, are there any last words about the Tomb Raider game before I end it?
Just really excited.
The genesis of Laura Croft's beauty is comparable by nothing.
That was almost
What?
poetic.
Okay. All right. That's
Listen, from Tomb Raider 1 to the newest Tomb Raider, Laura Croft, you've never questioned her beauty. She was always hot. She was a 10.
and she
10.
still remains a 10. Okay. All right.
Body 10,
I'll agree
face
with you on that.
10.
Okay. Yes. All right then.
All
So,
right, Kevin, one
What?
last thing. You want to hear a plug? This is a plug. You and I did the series for Rise of the Tomb Raider. We're almost done posting the last couple episodes of it. When this game launches, please, anybody listening to this, look forward to our another play-along series. That's a plug.
we don't even know if that's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
All right. Don't hold us against us if it doesn't happen.
Nope, it's gonna happen. You
All
can
right.
hold it.
Okay.
hold it
Fine.
against us.
So,
Or at least
That's-
Kevin, because
all right.
it'll totally on his shoulders if it doesn't happen.
That's all we have today. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. It's been real. Take it easy.
Facebook coming soon.
See you guys.